Hi everyone, and welcome to Realtor Real Talk. I'm Christina.
And I'm Celeste, and we're with Parker Real Estate in Logan, Utah.
Today we're going to talk about the steps in the buying process. Such an exciting and scary and terrifying time, but we're hopefully going to outline some of the just kind of key points in buying a home.
Yeah. So the first one that we would suggest is kind of defining your needs versus your wants. There's definitely things that maybe some people need in a home. They need a minimum of 3 bedrooms. They need a minimum of 2 bath. They may be okay with or without a garage. They may be flexible on the style of the home. But if you need a good sized backyard because you have a dog or
Children.
Animals or children that act like animals.
Exactly.
Then you really just want to define what those needs are versus your wants. You know, wants are subjective. You can find them. Wants aren't as easy to search for,
Right.
Because sometimes you really just have to go into a home to see them. So
yeah, great. So define your wants and needs. The next would probably be to go over your budget. What is your budget? Where are you most comfortable at? What type of payment are you looking for? And also consider if a home is a fixer-upper or it's a move-in ready, because you're going to obviously need to have some funds to kick in to get a home that is a fixer-upper ready to move in.
Yeah, and that's where getting pre-approved with a lender comes in.
Yes.
Because if you can talk to your lender and know your options, because if you have a certain amount of money that you've saved and set aside, then you can understand, okay, if I put this much down, if I put this much down, if I put this much down, and then you find a fixer-upper, then you can say, okay, well, maybe I'll only put this much down so I keep this much money back to be able to do some fixing up and stuff. So getting pre-approved is good in that way. Getting pre-approved is also good because maybe what you feel comfortable paying is different than what you qualify for.
Yeah,
so
true.
So definitely understanding the difference between the two enables you to then start a search.
Right.
So
That's awesome. Very good. So the other thing is we should mention as far as a lender is they will provide, it's good to get a pre-approved letter. As soon as you start working with an agent, some of them will require before they'll even start to show a home, they would like to see that you are qualified, that you're not wasting your time and their time, and that they know what area and what price range you can qualify for. So another reason why just talking with a lender, really getting in there and kind of getting where you're at in your finances is so key in those first few steps in buying a home.
Because truly, if you start looking at homes and you haven't been pre-approved and you think, oh yeah, I can totally afford that, and then maybe you even find out that it's less, that's like a little bit more disappointing.
Yeah, it is disappointing.
It's kind of one of those things. It's one thing to be like, well, I'm comfortable here, but I can qualify for here. But if you're like, I really thought I was going to be okay here, and then you're like
$50,000 less, and then it is a different